If you've got a cell phone, please keep your voice down if you're calling out on it to the person in front of you, behind you. Especially while the bus is moving on. If your cell phone rings, please answer it, but we ask that you please be kind to your fellow passengers.
The Iraqi populations started coming, in trickles 4 or 5 years ago, but in larger numbers about 2 to 3 years ago. And we follow national trends too, but at this point it's the largest group that's being resettled in the U.S. And so that's the same in this area as well. We see lots of Iraqis coming, and we expect that we'll continue to see more of them. So we're just still talking about the family then.
Okay.
All right.
We'll just continue talking.
All right.
This is the longest I've had anyone in a motel. I think it's horrible. You're coping really well, I think, but it's horrible to live in a hotel for this long.
First 2 or 3 days when I come here, I'm very happy. I said, lastly we take the freedom, lastly we become free and civilized. But with difficulties, we face it. This is fluctuated, this is not fixed. But I'm not sorry to come here, no. If I have only 1 year from my life and I must do something, I will come here. Yeah, I'm insisted to come here.
When I came to the United States, it was difficult, but I'm gonna use to speak English day by day. I am studying the high school and working in the restaurant about 5 hours a day, all the week. After school, from 5 to 10 maybe. I think the last family came from Syria. The Iraqi now gone to Lebanon and fly from Lebanon to here. But I think it's going bad, very bad in Syria, because the same dictator in Iraq, the same story, the same situation.
على الكيتشن على المطبخ ايه
Through the wall to the kitchen.
يلا ماما يلا طيب يلا
I don't want to forget about my native country. Iraq means for me everything.
The experience of the first refugees that came to the community is rather different than those that are coming now, because there is somewhat of an established community here. There are Arabic speakers that are in the area. There are even small businesses that have been started by Iraqis. And so as people are succeeding in becoming part of the local community and economy, they provide another resource and support network for new arrivals as well.
And I feel in America I am free. If I do everything with law, nobody say me go out. No, somebody say me, you have a restaurant, give me money. If you don't give me money, you don't work. Close your restaurant or close your business. There's no here. In 2006, I go to Iraq first time. I cry because 36 years I don't see no brother, no sister, no mother, no father, nobody. We can't live in Iraq because my wife don't want to put the hijab and my daughter don't like hijab. Believe me, when I go to take the metric for certificate for birth in Iraq, my son and daughter Layla and Camelia, he say, why your daughter without hijab? I do Photoshop for my daughter with hijab and give him. He put for me certificate.
More so than any other refugee group that we've resettled, there's been a lot of support for the Iraqis coming in, and that's really exciting. There are major cultural differences. I wouldn't say they're barriers that can't be overcome, but they're challenges nonetheless.
When I met the families for the very first time, as we were introducing ourselves, I said, you know, I'm Mary Todd and I worked at a community college and I have a background in career development, so if anybody needs some help with their resumes, I'd be glad to help you. So that's how I first got to meet the families. You know, it's so incredible that the Iraqi families have made space for me. You know, our country, what we did to their country, and all the dislocation and heartbreak and hardship and all of that, that they would allow me to become part of them. It was just remarkable.
Mary Todd, she tried and did her best to build a bridge between American and Iraqi people. And that's a great aim. Some of the people, they kept asking us, don't you think you are in your enemy's country? We say no. Politicians among themselves, we don't care who's doing this, who's doing that. But as a people, we love each other. We are all human beings.
I want to return completely in Iraq, but I don't find nothing in Iraq. Nothing, because when I go, he say me, somebody, you're old now, why you come here? You return, you live where you live. Why you come here? I don't have job, I don't have home, I don't have nothing. How can I live in Iraq? In America, you can do something. I think I can do something, maybe.